Welcome to the Marble League of Football. This league will consist of 16 teams, 2 conferences, East and West, a 10-game season, 8-team playoffs, and at the end, 1 team will be crowned champion. This league is one of a kind and will feature marbles and football in a way that you have never seen before. The rules of the game are as follows. Each team will have 3 possessions each quarter. There will be 4 quarters of play that will consist of 12 drives. The team with the higher point total at the end will win the game. If a ball does not make it to the end, a penalty will be called and will grant said ball or balls replay. If the penalty balls do not make it again, then the drive ends in no points. So to simplify the rules, each team will have 1 try each quarter that will have 3 balls in that try, and there will be 4 tries to mimic those 4 quarters. The scoring in the MLF is very simple. The balls will drop down from the top of the field and they will go in these colored slots. Each colored slot indicates a different point system. The greens will be a touchdown, 7 points. The yellows will be a field goal, 3 points. And the red or orange will be stops, no points. That's how the point system will be dictated in the MLF. Overtime rules are as follows. If 2 teams are to tie at the end of the game, then we will go into overtime. Overtime will be sudden death style. Both teams will place 1 ball in the chamber and both will go down the same time until either team outscores the other. If the teams score the same points in the same tries, then we'll keep going until either team scores more points. Having the balls go down together in overtime has a different dynamic and adds a whole different type of action and fast pace to end a Marble League football game. Playoffs will be dictated by seeding, and sometimes there will be ties in those seedings, so we have tiebreakers to decide who gets the higher seed. Record ties will be decided by a head-to-head record. If there is a 3-way tie between teams, tiebreakers will be decided by most points scored. Teams will play every team in their conference and 3 out-of-conference games. So each team will have a head-to-head record, and if there is a tie after that, then we will go by our point system. These rules are in place to make sure that the worthy teams are making the playoffs every year and that every play and every game and every point counts. No matter what the score is towards the 4th quarter, every team must pay attention to their points scored every game. We will now introduce to you your 16 teams in the Marble League. First, we have the Huskies looking to run through their way through the league, followed by the Pirates looking to soar above their competitors. Then we have the Kings, who look to rule over everyone in this league, followed by the Spiders, who look to crawl their way to victory. Then we have the Spartans looking to fight their way to the top, followed by the Tigers looking to roar their way past their opponents. Next we have the Sharks looking to swim past anyone in their way. And then we have the Mustangs, who look to run through everyone in this league. Then we have the Knights, who look to stomp across their opponents. And we have the Reapers looking to be a nightmare in this league and anyone in their way. Then we have the Bulls, who plan to charge through anyone that comes across that field. We have the Serpents, look to slither their way to the top into those playoffs. Then we have the Hawks, who want to fly past their opponents anytime they can. Then we have the Scorpions, looking to sting their way to the top. Then we have the Dinos, who look to roar and rule the league as they can. Then we finally have the Wranglers, looking to lead their way to the top of this league. Here you have the conferences, East and West, 8 teams in each conference. The top 4 teams from each conference will look to advance to the playoffs to see who can be crowned the MLF champion. And that is your introduction to Marble League football. Make sure you select your team and root for them to see if they become your first ever MLF champion. Look for weeks to be uploaded soon, and stay tuned for Marble League football.